Yo, it's your boy MTC Productions, and we back with another video. So last night or yesterday, the Jacksonville Jaguars faced the Indianapolis Colts 1 o'clock, and we shocked the world. We beat them. We did the upset 27-20. And yes, if you saw yesterday's video, I was hyped after that game, man. CJ Henderson, the whole rookie class played their hearts out. We dominated. I mean, so this is the analysis of the game, the post game analysis. So starting off, I remember the first quarter, the first drive. It was like, man, the defense started off slow. The defense was very slow, and I was like, man, the defense is looking because Phillip Rivers was able. I think he went 3 of 3, and really like aired it out on us late or early. And they started moving the ball, and they scored a touchdown their opening drive, which was kind of concerning due to the fact, it's like, man, this defense is supposed to be improved. But luckily, the defense, we have a good culture now, so we were like, oh, man, we're going to stick together through this. The defense pulled up. The defense did their job, especially late in the game. Player of the game, man. Player of the game. There's 2 players of the game. It has to be CJ Henderson and Gardner Minshew. First, let's go CJ. CJ Henderson reads Phillip Rivers' eyes, because there was like an out route. Like he looked like he was in bail technique, but he read that he was staring down the kind of like out route that was coming towards him. He peels back and picks it off. If he breaks that tackle, he's probably going for a pick 6. What a play by CJ Henderson. And late in the game, fourth and 3, 4th and 4 with the game on the line versus an all-pro and T.Y. Hilton, and he breaks up the pass. He breaks up the pass on T.Y. Hilton. And he had a lot of plays like that. He had a couple pass defenses. He was on his man very well today. This was a great pick. And if you look back at my videos, I said I love the CJ Henderson pick. He's a good coverage corner. And people said one of his downside was tackling. Well, do you remember on that third down when the guy was running like a shallow cross, and it was like, I think 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, and he hit him. He chopped him down, and he was short of the line to gain. I'm like, whoa, who said this guy can't tackle? This guy had amazing tackle. And there was another play, if you watch the whole game, I think it was Jonathan Taylor. It was like a dive play, and he was the edge. He got set the edge. And he goes and he makes a full-on great tackle against Jonathan Taylor, probably one of the best running backs in the class. CJ Henderson is a beast. And if we can develop CJ Henderson more, I think he can be an all-pro. I know I don't want to get ahead of myself, but Hall of Famer. You heard it here first. The second player of the game goes to Gardner Minshew. Man, you go 19 of 20. You only have 1 incompletion. You have more touchdowns than you have more touchdowns than you have incompletions. Oh man, this team, man. I love this team, man. It's Duval till we die. But Gardner Minshew had a great game. He was making his reads. And there was great play calling. But we'll get that later. Gardner used his eyes. He used his feet. He ran for a little bit. There was a late hit that I was kind of mad about, because you don't want your quarterback taking hits. But he ran with a little bit, showed his mobility. I saw improved arm strength. I don't know if everyone else saw, but one thing that people always nitpick and get on him is arm strength. I saw arm strength yesterday. It wasn't for a lot of yards. I can see people kind of nitpicking that. But the running game was good too. But I saw arm strength. I saw him pretty much every throw. There's one incompletion where he threw it to Laviska Shenault across the middle. He caught it, and then Darius Leonard was coming straight at him, and he had a guy on his back, so that was a tough catch. But Gardner Minshew played very well. And then, if there was another player of the game, the guy who shocked pretty much all of us, James Robinson. Oh man, did you see that hurdle? Dude, that hurdle was sick. I'm not gonna lie. Going in the game, I don't know if James Robinson, what was gonna happen. James Robinson played very well. He If you saw, I, I see what everyone was talking about when he said he has great vision. He saw the hole when he hit it. There was no, I see the hole, I'm gonna try to bounce it outside. He saw the hole when he hit it hard, and he got some good gain. Second half, he didn't really have as many explosive runs, and there wasn't as holes. So the O-line, got to give them praise too. They played very well, opening some holes for Robinson. But man, one person I think that hadn't gotten a lot of credit, because I've been watching like the Jags post games and people and other people's like the Jaguars versus Colts recap video, is Jay Gruden. Hey, Mr. Gruden, Jay Gruden. Oh man, that was a good. He called a good game. He called a great game. He's not gonna get the credit he deserves, but he called a great game. You started off kind of slow running the ball early, and if it wasn't due for a face mask call on the O-line, we would have probably ran it down their throats, especially first quarter. We were running down their throats, and the penalty kind of cost us. But Jay Gruden called a great game. The first touchdown to DJ Chark was a great play call. It was Laviska Shenault out of the backfield, a pump fake to Laviska, and then it brought the corner up. And then Minshew had a great pass. He stuck it between the safety and the corner, and DJ Chark caught it, got 2 feet in bounds for a touchdown. And for that second play, where Laviska scored a touchdown, it was like a fake. It was like a fake stutter, like a stop and then go, but it was sideways. It wasn't your typical stop and go going up and down. So I'm like, man, that's some creative play calling. That's great. Jaguars, great game. We kind of let Phillip Rivers go off a little bit, but when you throw 46 times, you're gonna have some good yards. Like, I see some people kind of like, oh, the defense could have played a little better, which is true. But when you throw over 46 times, you're most likely gonna have a lot of yards. Unless you're just throwing dinks and dunks. If you throw that much, it's like if you throw 50 times, you're probably gonna average over 300 most of the time. So, and he threw 46, so that's close to 50. But one more shout out, defensive line. We didn't get as much pressure as we wanted to. They have a good O-line, but we did not let them go crazy in the run. You had Paris Campbell for 6 yards, Phillip for like a couple yards, and we held their running backs under 80 yards. That was one of the keys to the game. Taven Bryant, Timmy Jernigan, Devon Hamilton was really pushing people around back out there. So they showed up. Everyone showed up. The rookie class was good. We had some injuries here and there, but I think they'll be fine. Josh Allen had a cramp, so he's good. Jared Wilson with a hamstring. I haven't heard any update on him, but oh man, this team is exciting. We'll see about week 2 against the Tennessee Titans. If we can stop Derrick Henry and stop the run, we can force Tannehill into some bad throws. And they don't have as good O-line as Indianapolis. So let's see how that goes. Duval till we die. Week 1, 1-0, baby. Let's go.